Wait, who wants to do the intro part, or should we just get into it?
Hey guys, it is. Hey guys, it is.
Okay. Oh, we did it at the same time?
Okay.
Wait, I don't know what you're saying.
No, because you adjusted your hair.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
I was
I'm
like,
ready.
And then you're like, okay. Hey guys.
Hey, it's the Dance Olympia!
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was so in sync. We were supposed to do that intro at the same time, but I like this better.
We didn't plan that 3 times.
Yeah. Take 3. It is, yeah, wow. We just finished the Olympia last night. Went late. I'm not used to staying up late. And gosh, we went out for dinner, and I didn't get to bed till like 2:30, which is way past my bedtime. So I'm a little tired today. So I don't know if you can see.
Which is great.
I didn't really get to sleep in.
Oh, you still woke up early?
I mean, if we're counting hours, maybe like 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Then.
My eyes burn. I don't know if you can tell I'm tired, but I'm very tired. Maybe you hear my voice. But enough about the complaints, because gosh, we shouldn't complain about much, because yesterday was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was a good day.
It was a good day.
Ashley Kaltwasser.
Yeah, Ashley! Let's go, Ashley! This is going to be a little bit different package than what you guys are used to. A little bit tighter in the legs, but not tighter in the stomach. You'll see a little bit more balance between her upper and lower body. We worked on that. You'll see a slight edge in the posing, a slight difference to help with the balance of her upper and lower body, which we thought was just a little bit off. So see what you guys like it. After when you see for the back pose, you'll see a very balanced physique at this point. Not pushing so hard on the hamstrings. The judges thought might have been a little too much before. You know, we nailed it. We knocked it out of the park. We couldn't do anything different with this prep. Everything went the way it should have. Worked around a slight knee injury, and it went very, very well.
So last night at the Olympia competition, it was my 6th Olympia, and I got 6th place. Wow. Hey, look at that. And, you know, I think a lot of people kind of, how do I word this? They would assume I'm disappointed, or sometimes even the messages I get are like, I'm sorry, or you should win, like that kind of stuff. And it's like quite the opposite. I always say that, like, and I mean this too, and I'm not just like saying it for the video. I'm grateful. Yeah. I'm grateful. I said, whatever happens, I won 3 Olympias, right? Which I never expected to do. I went farther than I ever thought I ever would. And once you do that, my mindset is like, I can't complain whatever happens after that. And to be number 6 in the world, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
1 point was the difference between $6,000. But that's okay. It's not about the money. And you know something, it's like you said earlier, the talent pool is getting so much deeper. And it was like, he was a little bit nervous for me. He was more nervous than I was, yeah?
I didn't sleep.
The reason why is because you said, like, it's so, like, unpredictable in a way, because there's so much new talent this year. You just don't know. Am I going to get first call out? Am I going to get last call out? It's like the thing with bikini is like, you can get like 6 at one show and literally win the next within a week. And even some of the girls at the top, in the top 5, that kind of was how it was for them too. Yeah. Like, you know, they placed at the Olympia, but at some shows they got like 3rd or 6th. And that's so crazy to think that earlier in the year, they could have got that and then placed above in the Olympia at a bigger show. You got to be on point always.
Yeah, so it was a great day. Issa won, which was actually one of Ashley's favorite. Actually, just Ashley's favorite bikini fighter.
You can look back. You can look back, okay? And I say in interviews, she's my favorite. And this was before she even like was that level. Like, she is my favorite. She is adorable, and I'm so happy she won. Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, she's a great.
If I had a woman crush, that would be her.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been talking about her since before the Olympia last year, before she actually got to the top 5 ranking. Mm-hmm. And you were like, I think we should watch out for this girl. I was like, oh yeah, you think? And like, you just don't know. And that's why I was so nervous, because there were so many you don't knows coming in this year.
A lot of rookies.
Yeah, it's so international now. It used to be mostly Americans. It was like almost all Americans. And now it's like 50-50, all these girls from all over the world. So it's just like, I have no idea how they're going to do or where Ashley's going to go up against them. So her placing's awesome, number 6 in the world, which is super great. But also one thing that I don't even know if, I'm sure you probably know it, but Angelica was the defending champion, 2-time Miss Bikini Olympia.
had the chance of tying Ashley for 3-time Miss Bikini Olympia.
Oh, yeah?
So Ashley's record still remains.
Oh, yeah. The most winning Olympia champion.
Yeah.
And I might still have the 19 pro wins. I don't know if anybody's...
No, you
I don't
have
know.
that too.
And Issa's kind of getting up there, though, so I don't know. I'd have to look. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Do you know what I'm most happy about is, like, the package I brought.
Yeah.
You know, I said earlier, placement isn't necessarily the determining factor of how happy I am about my showing. It's more about, like, did I do everything I could to bring the best me? And did I execute? And I think we did.
Yeah, I think
I can't complain about that.
It's important to look at, and you're kind of have said it before, that you're not going to be the bikini competitor who's like on this decline and then you're just like still hanging around.
Yeah.
Like, it's important to recognize that your body's still getting better.
Yeah.
You know, it's not on a decline in any capacity. It's improving still. You know, it's not like we're trying to get back to somewhere where we just can't get there anymore, you know?
Yeah.
It's improving, we're making the changes, it's responding the way we need it to. So there's a lot of gas left in that tank, you know? Who
my
knows how many
gosh.
years is in there, but there's no signs of it even being harder for it to
Yeah.
get to do what we wanted to do. You know, we did everything we wanted it to do this time, which was taper the legs down, bring the upper body up, symmetry up a little bit better, bring a tiny bit softer of a package with still having the roundness there, with still having the separation lines there. So,
But let's talk about my biggest improvement. My biggest improvement, and I'm so proud of this. My waist was so on point.
Yeah.
That was probably the smallest waist I've ever had. And I told Adam, I was like, I wish I brought a measuring tape. I wonder how small it is, because before I left, and that was like a few weeks out, it was like 22 something. So I would imagine it probably got down like after a few poops, maybe in the 21s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, for sure, 21s. Yeah, it got a little crazy. I was like, man, your waist is looking...
I wish I brought the measuring. Next time we're bringing a measuring tape.
What's crazy to think about is your waistline is the smallest it's ever been, obviously, without you being the tightest you've ever been.
Yes.
That's what's really crazy, because that means you have another layer on top of that, just a little bit more, and your waistline's still smaller with that. So
Yes.
that's what's saying a lot. That's crazy. So
My digestion was on point. I mean, yeah. Digestion on point. Like, take that. You guys know I take some senna, which is a natural, I guess, laxative, but it's not severe like a laxative is. It's not like, oh my God, I have to go poop.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of just lets things move. Yeah, my digestion was on point, but also I've been wearing the waist trainer too, which have helped me. And you sell those on your website if you want to check it out. And just trying to disengage the abs in general, wearing the weight belt. You guys know I don't train abs. I haven't trained abs in forever because it's kind of counterproductive in bikini, and my abs are already they're kind of crispy anyway, so no need to train the abs, that's for sure.
And the other thing I think was one of the bigger factors that came into it was, obviously you're doing the waist training more, you're wearing the waist trainer, but I think the food sensitivity test really came in at the end and made the difference, you know, because before we did that, you were eating the nuts and stuff that were causing you sensitivities, and we didn't even know.
Yeah.
So,
which, by the way, check out the food sensitivity video if you're trying to figure out what we're talking about.
Yeah. So basically, we just eliminated foods that were causing her a little bit of stress, and it resulted in some pretty cool stuff. So yeah.
I'm really excited. Like, it was, I've brought so many different looks to the stage this year. Arnold, I would say I was very muscular at the Arnold. I was by far the most muscular girl. Well, at the top placings.
Yeah.
And I realized I was like bigger than everyone else. So at that point, we were kind of like, you know what? We kind of need to decrease definitely the leg and lower body lifting. So I took some time off from lifting with my lower body, and focus more on my upper body because that was like my weak area. So it's kind of like throughout this season, I had a few different looks. I would say this one's very similar to Denver, which they liked. I think I was a little bit tighter than Denver. Adam came to LA to train me, and we went hard while he was here training. And then the last few days coming into Olympia, I didn't really work out that much, very, very lightly, so that we could decrease the inflammation. So that really helped. My body responded so well.
Yeah. And it was just because you were just so, it was a lot of cardio going into this prep, a lot of working out going into this prep. So your body I just think needed the rest at the end.
Yes.
And it really worked this time.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it has the opposite effect. So, yeah. So it worked out. Everything lined up really well.
Yeah, so I can't be mad at that. I'm happy. Gosh, I still can't believe, like, you know, my package I brought. I'm just, like, really excited about it. Like, and I'm just, like, thinking of all the things, like, okay, you know, if we do minor tweaks here and there, imagine where it can go. Because I think we still have some room for improvement in the upper body, although we did definitely bring it up a little bit right there. But, yeah, I think, you know what? We can even improve a little more with a little more shoulder cap.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
A lot of room, a lot of body. Your body's responding, so that's what's great. So.
So after the show, what happened was we went out to dinner. I was going to go to Sugar Factory, but went to the wrong location. Long story. So we went to this restaurant called Twin Peaks. I had a burger, fries. People kind of sent me some goodies, okay? And I'll show you guys in a bit, some cupcakes, some donuts. I had like a donut and a half last night and a cupcake and some protein chocolate things and burger and fries at the restaurant. Now that it's a day past, I'm allowed to try a few of those treats that I got during the meet and greet and the expo. People were very generous this year. They sent me some gifts. They brought me things, brought me food. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Somebody brought my favorite gum. We had a girl from Australia bring these Australian chocolates. I got Russian treats. I got a bracelet. What else did I get? Oh, I got this cute wallet, a shirt. What else? I know there's more.
You get a bunch of stuff, especially from the Japanese people.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese people, they're so cute. They give you gifts when they meet you. It's adorable.
Yeah. It's like a cultural thing. They always bring something. Yeah, it's cool.
But I also wanted to take this time too to like thank everyone for like stopping by and saying hi to us and showing support. And it's so crazy. Like, you know, you see it on social media, you'll get the messages, but to actually have those people come up to you in person and like tell you they inspire you or they follow you, I'm like shocked every time. I'm like, you really like waited in line to like talk to me?
Yeah,
it just makes my day. And I thought it was also kind of funny as well. Like, Adam was with me most of this weekend, but when he wasn't with me, people would come up to me and be like, where's Adam? Where's Adam? I watch your videos with you and Adam all the time. Like, a lot of people will reference like our YouTube videos or even our podcast now.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool.
It's fun, yeah.
I think that's the cool thing about YouTube. You know, although my YouTube following isn't as big as my Instagram, people are way more responsive in person to YouTube because I think you can connect more with people. And unlike a 30-second Instagram video, it's like they feel like they know you or they get a peek inside your everyday life and a little bit of your personality. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
What an amazing experience.
It's cool. It's really cool to see, especially like because a lot of people be like, oh, I watch you on YouTube, and like they might here and there or whatever, and like they just. But then you have people who are like coming up to me and they're like, hey, what thumb was it? And I'm like, because I got a thumb tattoo. And like I was like, man, you watched, like you even remember that because that was like months ago.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
they'll reference
It's so cool.
things.
You know, it's so cool like that. People give us their time and have enjoy it, and we're helping them with maybe exercise tips here and there or something.
And
it's
you know,
cool.
ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like no matter what path this sport takes us and how far I go with it and how well I do, what an amazing reward to like know that you're able to kind of inspire and motivate people to change their lives. That to me is like so rewarding, and it's way more important than any placement or a trophy or a medal. That is the coolest. And I just think like, wow, I'm just so grateful. Like so grateful that I have that opportunity and I'm able to do that. That is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And we'll do it as long as you guys are watching.
Yes, exactly. But, you know, with that being said, do you want to try some of those treats?
I do.
Okay. I mean, I already ate some of the donuts and I gave some away, but I think we can nibble a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
You've earned it more than me.
So these are some of the treats that I received in gifts and at the expo, because everyone's very generous. And this is just like the food part. The others were just like gifts that aren't edible. We're going to try some of these unique candies. Some are from Russia, some are from Australia. And then these donuts are from Momo's Donuts, and these cupcakes are from my friend Dean. You know, they're a little picked at. I do enjoy sweets. I have a sweet tooth, but at the same time, I don't like to go too crazy. You know, I'll have little samples here and there. I'm a nibbler, that's for sure. I don't know if you tried all the donuts.
Didn't.
We have some cute little cupcakes here. So like
a strawberry donut with a strawberry on it.
Yeah, I think it's strawberry cheesecake. I was picking at this one last night too. Red velvet.
That's pretty good.
Mm. Just nibbles.
I want to try this bar.
It's a pretty good bar. I think that one's from Australia.
Oh, yeah?
It's like a protein bar. But this is like a Russian. I want to try these. I'm excited about these. They gave me a very sweet girl gave me these, and I guess you're supposed to dip them in coffee, but they're gingerbread, which I love gingerbread. So let's see. Okay.
Oh, they're kind of crispy.
They're not very sweet, but I could see somebody dipping that in coffee. That makes sense because it is a little more dry. So if you dip, it's like what is it called? Almost like biscotti kind of texture. Man, we got chocolate, we got wafers. I've had these before. This looks pretty unique. I won't have to try it all, but Marvelous Creations, I'll probably save that for another day. Might have to send some of this home with Adam so that he can keep it in the guest room and then get it away from me so that there's no temptation. That is huge. Like, who eats 1 pound of chocolate? Is that 1 pound?
Yeah, it's at least a pound.
That's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
Holy
like
moly.
it's more than a pound.
How much cardio is that?
This is like a week of cardio.
We're trying to keep it healthy because we don't want to rebound or anything like that. But as far as like the future plans for the season, what do you think? What would you like to improve besides the shoulders? And do you think I could or should compete again? Because personally, I like to, if I prep for a show, I like to kind of, you know, make the most of it. And if I look good, I'm like, you know what, might as well get into another show. I was thinking maybe doing another show in 3 weeks, you know? Taking a little few days off here, having a few meals, maybe kind of seeing how I feel, how I look, and possibly jumping into another show. Not because I need to requalify, because I'm qualified for life because I won the Olympia in 2013, 14, 15, but because I love competing, and I got to keep that record of 19 pro wins.
Yeah. Well,
that's the goal.
For someone who's like at your level, you know, generally the way that the trend is these days is, you know, you do the Arnold and you do the Olympia, and that's pretty much it, you know. But what a lot of people don't get is that in the old school days, like these bodybuilders who would do these competitions, they would compete 10 times a year, you know?
Yeah.
Sean Ray, all these guys, like back then, Flex Wheeler, all them, 10 times a year, Chris Cormier. So it's not uncommon that you want to do that. So it's not like, you know, if you want to do that, then great, do it. Because that's just something. Now, I'm more of like the new school where I'm like, well, just do a couple of shows then if you're already qualified. But I know how much you love to compete, you know? And so, and a lot of people that don't understand that don't realize like this is what you do. Like this is all you do. You know what I mean? This is your life. So competing only twice a year when this is something that is all you do, they're not working other jobs, like type of thing. Like it doesn't really make that much sense either, you know?
Yeah.
So I say we do basically what we've been doing and keep having fun with it and do, you know, your typical 3 shows a year plus the Olympia type of thing. And we just pick some good 3 ones. Maybe go to have a fun one where we go international. Yeah. Somewhere again. Maybe do 2 in an international.
That's true, guys. Yeah. It's about the experience as well. Yeah. Like if we see like a cool show, like wow, I've never been to Japan before. Yeah. Wow, isn't that cool?
It is.
That we have the opportunity to go there. Could we ever go to Japan any other way? Like, I mean, technically, I guess we could. Yeah. But to have a reason to go there and to kind of have like a little guidance along the way, because there's always like people there with the show that show you around. And
we say we're going somewhere, like whatever country, people reach out to us. Oh, when you're in town, we can show you around. And it's like, it's cool. So yeah. I
mean, I guess the way I look at it too is like a lot of people would look down upon that, like, that's not healthy to compete that much, but we do it very safely. Like, I don't have any crazy rebounds. I try to stay like 8 pounds stage weight, and I do take time off from the gym. Like, people think like I'm doing cardio the next day. No. It's okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lose any muscle. I just gotta keep it kind of reasonable. You know, and I kind of look at it like this as well. It's like, who knows how long I'll be able to continue to do this, you know, while I'm young and ready and ambitious and available. I don't have a family. I don't have commitments. I don't have anything like that. Why not do what makes me happy, which is competing? I love competing. So I kind of have to like weigh that with like, oh, well, am I mentally burnt out? Or I think that's like the biggest thing too, is like not only can you get like physically burnt out, which I don't feel really physically burnt out because we didn't go like to prep. I don't go like crazy, you know, because I didn't have to lose a huge amount of weight to prep. So it's like mentally I feel ready. Because sometimes I will feel that feeling of like, oh, I'm so over this. I'm tired of chicken and broccoli. Like, oh, can I just not? But I'm not feeling that way. But who knows? I'll wait it out. I'm not going to jump on to conclusions and just enter in. But I'm going to keep it on the table, see how I feel within the next few days. If not, I'm definitely doing the Arnold. So
yeah, I think it's just you, you know.
Yeah.
You just like it. And there's a couple of shows that are kind of you, like the Mile High. You know, that's kind of like one you really like. So maybe you'll visit that again this year. I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we just have fun with it. But I think we should go to a Latin country.
Oh, Latin country.
Latin country.
Okay, I gotta learn Spanish. I know a few words. That's it. I wish I knew Spanish. Everyone in LA speaks Spanish. I don't. But with that being said, after I had my little treats yesterday, last night I had the burger, the fries, my little cupcake, a little donut, a little chocolate. You know what? Maybe it's a good idea to kind of do a little posing to see where I'm at, just because I'm curious, because the body responds in different ways with different food and at which level of conditioning you're at. So I'm one of those people that I like to have things just for reference, like, oh yeah, I looked like this after I ate this and this and this. So do you want to do like a little posing session and kind of see what the cheat meal looked like on me? Or
yeah, I think it's actually important for this like data collection because we've always kind of heard the problem with Ashley is we bring her in a little bit flat because her legs, when they fill out, they get overpowering, like really overpowering. So it's kind of this like game of what we're playing is like how flat without too flat. And after you filled out yesterday, which you're going to definitely be fuller today, like we're going to see, is it too much? Is that just a bad idea? Or can we get more carbs in you before a show where it actually makes you look better? So
always
good data
learning.
collection, good data collection day to day.
Yeah, might as well. So I brought my bikini from Angel's Competition Wear, and yeah, let's give it a go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to go through the post-cheat meal assessment, okay, and kind of take a look at Ashley. Now, this is not a thing we'll do too often with people, but we're doing it with her because we do bring her in a little bit flatter into shows, specifically because her legs get a little bit bigger. We know that her waistline can be a little bit smaller when she is a little bit flat. So with her, it's like we're just fine-tuning. So we're going to go right into it. We know for sure she's going to be fuller than yesterday. There's no doubt about that she's going to be fuller. But at what cost? That's the important thing. So what price are we going to pay for that extra bit of fullness, and is it worth it? So right off the bat, what do we notice? We notice that your waistline's a little bit thicker.
A little distended. This is me not sucking in. This is me sucking in.
Yeah.
And yesterday it was like so flat.
I would say there's a little water retention on your lower back where you would do your normal back pose. Yeah.
My lines are slightly blurred here as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a problem yet. I don't think they would say that this is a problem, just because my abs are already pretty crispy anyway. But I mean, they are definitely blurred. Definitely.
Yeah, and then this,
in between the lines.
If you're blurred here, you'll probably be blurred on your tie-ins because that's another area that you pay a price for. So we'll see that. But the shoulders and arms, they look fuller. Yeah, the
my
shoulders
arms definitely like I have like.
Yeah.
Look at it.
So that's definitely that's definitely a benefit. The shoulders and arms are a little bit better today. I'm sure the glutes are going to be fuller too. So I guess at this point, anything else that you notice before we jump into posing and really assess it?
Oh yeah. My glutes are gonna be softer.
A little bit softer. Yeah. Okay. Still not bad with everything though. But yeah, your tie-ins they're a little bit more blurred.
Yeah.
But not a lot. Like not a lot. I think that there's going to be a balance of this where we could get maybe just a few more clean carbs in.
Yes, I think that's also going to make a difference too. The carbs I had last night were a little bit naughty.
Yeah.
You know, I think maybe if we traded that for something like a rice or something along those lines, it's not going to be as crazy because like you said. Sometimes your body has those reactions because it's a food that doesn't usually get or kind of causes some inflammation to you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what the heck, like some gluten, probably a crap ton of sodium, sugar galore,
Yeah. I think last night, if you do all the math on everything you ate, it would probably be like closer to like 200 carbs of everything, So.
Can we just keep the arms and the shoulders and just keep yesterday's lower half?
Yeah, that's literally all we want. So I think maybe we can add another, like into the prep, like towards the end, another like 80 carbs to 100 carbs more. And that should probably be the good happy medium where you're not losing any of the detail down low and then still filling out the arms. And we just got to get a good pump, which sucks that the timing worked out yesterday where you didn't get that pump that good. But yeah. So, but yeah. So we can start writing that down and game planning it.
Yay for carbs. So I think we're gonna wrap up today's video because I probably want to get a real meal now instead of all these snacks. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more adventures. More updates. More
a whole new season of adventures.
More hamstring shots. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Here waiting for